So, welcome back to the School of Mike. Today I want to filter out how to handle aha experiences or learning through the Tritus model. This is, I think, one of the key ideas that's really good to look at in the Tritus model. I've been having this on my mind, of course, and I've been talking about it to my friends and all for quite a while, but here we go. Before I start, I mean, you don't really care about this, but it's the first time I use my new phone. Perhaps this is better. I don't know. I got it from work. And whatever. You don't care about this. But what I care about, that is the Tritus model, that I make sure that I sort of cover all the things that I have been discovering by the Tritus model. And today I'm filming outside my children's rooms. And here we are. Remember how I pointed out, always, I aim for this model with 3 circles, and then I shoot the idea through it from back and forth, however I want to. And the main structure of the Tritus is from abstract to concrete. Okay, so this is absolutely abstract, and this is very easy to measure. And this is sort of the realm of Tritus where it works. And now, for many years, as I've been brought up in the church environment, people talk about revelation. And they talk about having things revealed unto you, and you shall receive salvation and all these kind of things. And this has always been confusing to me. What does it mean? But one day, it sort of became clear to me that everything that we have, all that is created, like if we take everything that man has ever done, building a house, making a car, building a nation, whatever it is, it all springs from this one piece of intelligent moment, or like one moment in time where you say, aha, and that's how it works. You use the knowledge that you have and push it, and then it becomes clear, and then it's all obvious what's going to happen. If you take that principle and you translate that to the old Bible language, which says that this is revelation, it's revealed unto you. It's in Swedish that I usually speak these words. You can make a bit of a word play about this. It's obvious, like directly translated. And revelation is an obviation, so it's obvious what goes on. Never mind. So let's get to this. Just think about it. Everything that we have is created from the same principle within us, which is the aha experience, the moment. And we'll try to get... Oh, here's an example. I probably told you in another video that I used to play drums. For many years, I used to play drums, and it follows the same pattern as this aha experience. The aha experience is what moves you in your progression. It's not the hours spent trying to do the exercises. Is not really the hours spent thinking about the theory as well, but it is the quality of aha experience that you have in your practice, which makes the progression and development of playing your instrument, or really doing whatever, but in this example, playing your instrument, and that is the quality measurement that makes you grow really fast. Having said that, I remember I got this exercise from my teacher one week. I was, 11 years old, I think. And I remember sitting at my drum kit and trying to play it. And sometimes when you get new exercises as a drummer from your teacher, it's a hard coordination exercise. You this hand has to be here, and this foot at this point right here, and at this moment in time, your hand needs to hit the double hit over here, and this, whatever. So it's really difficult to make this happen in the right order, and you have a musical expression around it. So I remember sitting there and trying to do this exercise, and then all of a sudden it becomes clear to you and says, aha. And then the problem is solved, and it's a part of you, and you have mastered the exercise. So, looking at the Tritus, this is how the Tritus targets this principle. if we look at the Tritus as the experience of a human being, you know what it is that this realm, which would be the concrete realm, which would then be the human being and everything that's measured around it. In the drum kit case, it would have been the drums, right? So behind it we have the idea, like with the explanation. Here's the words that comes with the exercise, the qualitative ideas, the theory. So we have all the words that belongs to the experience of the drums. And we have then the aha experience up here. So me as a young boy, I started practicing the drum and hitting it like I was told with words. And then all of a sudden I pushed through into the aha moment. It's like a split second. And then from then on, it sits with you always and becomes clear. So the progression of learning is to push yourself into the realm of aha. And that would be the quality assurance of your exercise. What I'm trying to get at is that if we look at this scheme of how to play drums, the words that my teacher told me, they all originate from aha moments from the ones that had been there before. So someone else has been sitting, I don't know, some 100 years ago, hitting this drum, and all of a sudden discovered the musical expression that the drum can give. And they tried to, maybe they brought it in notes, trying to explain what they just did. Sometimes they tell you in words. But then within the practice, if the practice has a direct connection to the creation or the aha experience, then this like fantastic musical expression appears, and it's beautiful to partake of the drums. How much time do I have? 7 minutes already. I'm trying to do a 10-minute video here. Now the aha experience as a concept now, if we look at everything that we have, just take this door, for instance. This door is also created by someone's mind somewhere in the aha experience, in aha experiences. So the top circle of Tritus could be explained as aha experiences. Now, the punchline. Aha experiences would be where creation happens. This is the root of creation, and then it's formed into words in our minds, and then it's transmitted out of us through like our 5 senses into our body, and then things get built, okay? So this is like the progression of anything that a man creates. It can be summed up in Tritus. Yeah, that's what I want to get at. For instance, if I will learn something new, when I'm at work, working as a management consultant, there's a lot of things to take in sometimes. There's a lot of information, a lot of numbers, a lot of ideas that's shipped to you, like dished. And you have to be really focused and make sure that the information that you get in quickly reaches the mystical aspect of yourself, the aha experience places, so they stick. And often we get a problem that's described in words, and we look into the practice of things, trying to isolate the real problem where it doesn't work. And after much work, many hours late at night, sometimes it sort of pops and you get an aha experience, and you can see the center of the problem in your mind that all this whole problem revolves around. And once you get this center of the problem, you can change it and solve it, and the problem that happens all around it, it can then be fixed. Did that make sense? Just to sum it up, the Tritus can explain aha experience and sort of segment it into different aspects, so we can just understand for ourselves that this is the way to go about things. If we neglect the aha experience moment, the golden moments of light, where things become clear, and we don't push ourselves in our practice, whatever we do, into that point of peace and clarity of what we're doing, eventually we will be an incomplete creation. And everything that we have has a root of our experience that we can find by studying it, by studying the things that comes to us. And that's the aha experience.